Hello everybody. Just tapping in. Gonna let the viewers kick in. Hey Dominique, y'all see what the topic say. I'm gonna just start writing the topic. If I know the topic that I'm gonna use, I'm gonna just write it on the capture so everybody ain't gotta tap in the live link and then try to figure out what we talking about. Thank you, Boo. Boo, this not a wig, girl. This is tracks. I do not wear wigs, but girl, yes, this is a sew in and a glue in at the top. Hey, cousin. Okay, y'all, let me repeat the topic. The topic is, would you be okay with your child coming out the closet? Basically, like, would you be okay if your child, would you be okay if your child say that they're gay, and would you accept them for the sex that they like? Hey, Chris, I'm glad it's a dude on here. What's your opinion? Because we don't never get no man opinions. We always get women opinions. So what you think your opinion is? Hey, Ma. Now let me tell my opinion. Since ain't nobody caught me yet. Me, personally. Chris gonna say underworld. Chris, I don't know what underworld mean. I keep seeing you put that under your status. I don't know what that mean. I'm sweating and shit. That's how you know I'm fat and pregnant. Dominique said, yes, I still would treat them the same. But you're not answering like, which, okay, you said basically yes, and you, okay, I get it. Because you answered the first question with the yes. Okay, now me, personally, I wouldn't be okay with it. And I got an explanation behind everything I say tonight. Okay, I wouldn't be okay with my child coming out the closet because I want to know what happened. Like, okay, not necessarily I wouldn't be okay with it. I'll just have a lot of questions because from when I was growing up, the people that I know that are gay now, and which society is not the same today, so I'm just going off back in the day. Most of the men that's gay from back in the day was touched on. The people that I know had a sexual interaction with an older person that made them think it was okay. So if my child was to ever come out and say that they're gay, I will question, like that's something that you sit your child down and talk about to them. Like, that stuff is serious. Like, I will want to know what happened, what made your mind get to this point, who introduced you to it, because it's not something that you're gonna see inside of my house. Like, I'm gonna need to like know more information. You're not just gonna be able to tell me that, oh mom, I'm gay. You're gonna have to tell me what were the reason you like this sex, what made you attracted to it. You're gonna have to explain and break it down to me. If you really gay, you can do that. If nothing happened to you and you just like the sex, you will be able to tell your parent what you like about them, why you liked about them, why you like it about them, when you start liking it. You will have that explanation to give. So if my child don't have the explanation to give, no, I'm not okay with it. You're gonna have to tell me what happened. I would need to know what happened, personally. I'm not saying like I'm gonna disown them, but I'm not just gonna be okay with it with you just coming out saying that you're gay. You're gonna have to let me know why. And I'm not gonna treat them any different. But it's just gonna make me wonder as a mother, like, where did I go wrong? Not saying all mothers went wrong who kids is gay, but it's just gonna make me as a person wonder where I went wrong, the reason why my child going down this road. Okay, Chris said it's the devil's work. I'm dead. So underworld means the devil work. I'm dead. Okay, because I see you say that a lot. It's the underworld. I get it too. Dominique said, yes, I would have a lot of questions also. I wouldn't sit down with my child and hear them out and see what's going on. Yeah. This weed strong as hell. Yes, Dominique, I definitely agree. Like coming out the closet is just not easy. Just to say, or just becoming gay is just not something that kids do. But then nowadays with this generation, like everything that they see on TV and shit, they probably think the shit okay nowadays. She said, okay, but where you get them lashes? Alizé. I got them from Alizé. They call Perry's. Hey, Ling Ling Boo. Precious said, why would you feel like you went wrong? Okay, only reason why I say, I feel like I went wrong is because, like, if they've been touched on, or if somebody introduced it to them. That's where I feel like I went wrong. Then I also feel like I also feel like I went wrong if they had picked that experience up from a TV show or something like that. Because then that'll make me feel like I wasn't doing my job. I wasn't protecting you. I wasn't showing you the right things that you need to be, like, that you need to see. Like, I went wrong. Parenting went wrong somewhere in my eyes. Everybody don't have the same opinion, but me, parenting went wrong somewhere because I'm just feel like I wasn't there to protect you. That's gonna always cross my mind. Like, for you to want to do something like that, I'm gonna feel like somebody did it to you. Somebody introduced you to it. But like I said, with this generation, they see the shit so much on TV, they could just pick it off from TV, and then it was like, okay, I wasn't being a parent because I shouldn't let you watch that shit. If I was doing my job, you wouldn't have been able to watch nothing with no gay shit in it. For you to even think it's okay, for it to even cross your mind, like, to me personally, kids shouldn't even know about being gay. That's why I say you went wrong, because back then we didn't know about being gay. Shit, I know I definitely didn't. And we didn't know about none of this shit. It probably was going on in our face, and we just didn't know that's what that meant. Like, that meant being gay. We didn't know stuff like that growing up. We wasn't, that stuff wasn't exposed to us. My mama didn't, I ain't gonna say she didn't play that shit, but obviously she didn't play that shit with bringing gay people around her kids. Like, and if they was gay, we didn't know what it was. We didn't know why he was acting different, or why she was acting different, or why she was dressing different. We didn't understand what it was. And it's just crazy how, like, kids nowadays understand what gay is, and I just can't get it out of my mind. So I just be wondering, like, maybe kids understand so much about being gay and liking the other sexes because parents are okay with it now. Back then, parents wasn't okay with it. So I just feel like, okay, well, maybe it's just the new generations of mothers, the reason why it's so many gay, because it's like y'all give them an option. It's like these kids nowadays have an option to be what they want. And back then, we didn't have that option. We had to be what mama said be. And I just feel like, I wonder what made the generation change. It's just crazy. And I was just wondering, like, how many women is okay with their son and their daughter coming out to them as a child, telling them, like, mama, I like the same sex, or mama, I'm gay. Or it's just, I don't know, y'all. I just be wondering. Because I got a son, and baby, I am scared. Okay, mine said, hey, daughter, and you right. You will have a lot of questions, but that doesn't mean you not okay with it. You okay with it. You just want to make sure he didn't choose their life from something bad that happened in their life. Period. Ma, you hit it right on the spot. What Simone Fields said. Yes, you hit it right on the spot. Because I'm telling you, like, when we was growing up, and then now that I'm older, and then, you know, I experienced the gay shit too. And then it was like, okay, when I experienced it, it was like, you know, you start to talk to other gay people. You know, I'm doing it just because some shit I seen, like me going to jail, just seeing it, and then okay, when I got out of jail, okay, a whole bunch of girls liked me. Okay, why not try it? Because I just experienced it for damn near a year out of my life, watching other girls be gay with each other. It was something that I witnessed. It wasn't something that happened to me, but it was something that I was around every day. Like, when we was in jail, you know, bitches didn't have no other choice but to be gay. Who was you gonna fuck? You know, at the time, they coming in jail, and before they got there, they was already fucking. So they in there horny, you know, you get to liking girls and shit. So when I got there, I didn't have that mindset, because you know, I'm not into sex like that. You know, I was really more of the fighting type before I went to jail. So when I got there, I'm seeing like all the girls like each other. It threw me off like, yeah, no, because, you know, people don't do that outside where I'm at. Like, motherfuckers is gay. It was gay shit going on in Danville, but it wasn't commonly gay shit going on. So when I got out and then I started doing it, it was only because some shit I seen or like the environment I just came around or came from. That was the only reason why I had the little gay thing going on. So it was like me personally, like going through experiencing it myself, and I just feel like that's what kids pick that shit up from. They pick it up from being around it, or they pick it up from when something happened to them. Like in jail, the girl steady want to pick on me, talking about, you gotta write me back, you gotta write me back and shit. So I'm like, man, I'm finna beat her ass next time we go to the break room. I'm her ass steady trying to play with me, you know, trying to make motherfucker be gay and shit. Like, it was just throwing me off. So I'm like, okay, so when I beat her ass, she gonna leave me alone. Should I beat her ass? She still didn't leave me alone. So it was like when I got out of jail, it was like, why not be gay? Why not do it? They was just doing it in there. I just left from a whole bunch of bitches that was, everybody was fucking on each other. So I just feel like that's something that a child pick up. Okay, Alexis said, a lot of kids seen it happen in front of them, shaking my head. And now it is in cartoons, a lot of games, shaking my head. Yes, Alexis, I was also saying that too, like, man, when for that, don't get me wrong, I fucks with 50 Cent, but that's why, like, the shit with Tyreek threw me off, y'all. I swear to God, that little Power TV show, it threw me off so bad. Like, even though, don't get me wrong, kids shouldn't even be watching Power, but that shit being cartoons too, being gay, being in cartoons. You see the new Proud Family, they brought the boy back gay. They talking about some, oh, well, when we was growing up, he acted different in the TV show. Now, let's be clear. Who knew the little boy acted different in the TV show? Because I damn sure didn't notice. Or maybe I wasn't old enough to notice that he was acting different, because we didn't know what that mean. We didn't know what it mean. We didn't know it. We wasn't exposed to that type of shit back then. They wouldn't dare have dressed that little boy up in the Proud Family with a motherfucking pink pants. Come on now, no, they wouldn't have did that shit back then, because that shit wasn't okay. And now people, it's not, no offense, not saying that it's not okay to accept your child, but now y'all did more than accept your child. Y'all is exposing other people kids to this shit. Y'all is exposing other people kids to this shit, and then y'all get mad if we raise them. If we raise our kids to hate them type of people or to dislike them people, y'all feel like we wrong. But all in reality, we just trying to protect our child, because that shit come with a lot. Being gay comes with a lot. It's dangerous as fuck. And nobody want their child to go through that. It's already danger going out in the world. So who want their child to have to go through danger just from what type of sex they like? To me, that's just, that shit, y'all, this generation throws me off. Okay, Precious. Precious said, I understand what you're saying about the whole if they were touched thing. I'm okay with my kids knowing about gay people, just like I teach them about racist people. They gonna know about everything in the world, but I do understand what you're saying. See, that's why I said to each his own. Everybody gonna raise their child different. That's why I said you got this one mother that's gonna let their child know, like, okay, this what gay mean, and this is the gay people, and this is what they look like. Then you got that one mother that we're not even gonna talk about it, because there's nothing to talk about. Because in my mind, you shouldn't have to worry about what gay is. I don't give a fuck what you see on the outside. That's not you. It's not going on in your life, so you shouldn't worry about it. So that's why I said you got them two different parents. Because like I said, when we was brought up, my mama didn't tell us about no gay shit. She didn't teach us about it. We wasn't exposed to it, and I don't know. And if we was, like I said, I'm the youngest. I didn't realize it. I didn't know. You should support your child no matter what. Yeah, that's why I said, granted, you support them. Like, there's no problem with supporting them, but I'm gonna want to know what happened, like, or I'm gonna know, like, why you like this sex. Like, you got to give me a real reason to, like, for me to understand, like, what made you go down this road, because it's always a real reason. She said, don't forget to tell them who your first girlfriend was. We were wild, though. Girl, Tara, get the fuck on. I am dead. I'm dead, y'all. Tara was my first. Look, I done called you white, girl. I'm being racist. Tara was my first girlfriend, y'all. And she was white. And she was so pretty. And she's still pretty now. So, period, Tara. But we got so many motherfucking kids. That's how you know we was just experiencing shit. We was just experiencing. Shalice said, I'm sorry, but my son can't be gay, laughing but serious. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but no, not my son. Tracy said she blocked, tried to add her. Okay. And Shay, that's how I feel. Like, baby, not my son. Not my son. Fuck that. Not saying that it can't be my son, but I would want it to be. Like, that's a hurtful feeling. Shay, it's not letting me. It's not letting me have her. It's not letting me add her. Grana said, I don't have to. Okay, Lexa said, Jess, I didn't know. Right, I didn't know. Grana said, yeah, I'm calling. I need to stop calling Grana about her nickname, y'all. Her name Johnson though. Here, right up to my Grana said. Okay, it don't have to be just about sex. You may want to be like who you inspire you the most in life. Yeah. Okay, Grana. Girl, wait, Grana, wait. If you comment one more time, like you know about gay stuff, cause first off, now you got me wondering why you know so much. Rhonda. But no, for real, like, yes, okay, that is true. Like, some people do just be like real lovable person no matter what sex they is. Like, I experienced that too, like with a person that I just genuinely love and it didn't matter what their sex was and just cared about. But I don't know, me personally, I'm going to know what's going on. And why you liking me? If you tell me like, yes, this person inspired me, they was there for me and doing my deepest moments and shit like that, I'm gonna understand that. But you're just not gonna give it to me like I was born like this. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna take that as no answer. That's not gonna work with me. Precious said, remember the episode about him being a sissy. Precious, if it was said, that's why I said, because I trust me, I replayed the Proud Family moments in my head so many times. That was my favorite TV show. But like I said, if it was them being said something or him acting a certain thing, acting like a certain way, he didn't dress that way. He didn't appear that way. So people can say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. People call people hoes, bitches, sluts, broke, bomb. People gonna say what they want to say. But if your appearance don't show that, why would I believe it? And you don't give me that. You don't portray yourself like that. To me, everybody got their own opinion about it. He didn't act like a sissy to me. And if he was acting like a sissy, it didn't click in my mind like he was being different. Cause it was just a TV show to me. He didn't look like a faggot, but I bet you if he would have dressed it like he dressed it nowadays, like now in a Proud Family, if he had dressed it like that back then, it would have had me asking my mom or my brothers and sisters like why he looked like that, why he dressed like that, what's going on. It'll make you question. But no, you're not gonna question because of the way he acting and what they saying. Hell no, I'm not gonna be asking questions. Shit's a TV show. But when you portray him like they portraying him now, yeah, kids go start wondering, yeah, mom, why he dressed like that? What? Now you gotta tell them, oh, he's gay. Mom, what a gay mean? Like, but a man should be with a woman. Johnson. Yes. A man should be with a woman should be with a man. And I'm gonna tell y'all what this my supervisor told me I ran to a Fools. His name was Bruce. His name was Bruce, and he was an Israelite. And at the time, I was going with a girl, and he told me like, He said, y'all over there bumping coochies and you think that's okay. He said, that's why you come to work angry all the time. I started laughing. I said, I don't be angry. You the one to be mad. I just don't like when somebody talks to me any kind of way. He said, it's never going to work, Fatima. He said, I don't care how much y'all build in their relationship. It's always going to fall the higher y'all get. So I'm like, man, go. He like, you know why? Because God not going to let, he said, you praying to God, asking him to bring you something good. He's basically showing you that you being with her, he's gonna keep showing you shit that show you like she's not the one for you until you get it. Because a woman is not supposed to be with a woman. He's gonna keep applying fire to the situation because he don't want you there. You asking him for help, and his help is showing you that she's not the one. So years later, y'all, I thought about that shit. I thought about how long I've been with this girl. How much money we done ran across. How much time I'd have put through her, like, and we made it nowhere. I thought about all the shit that we had gained and then eventually lost. And I'm like, man, I sat back like, man, he gotta be right. Fuck that shit. I couldn't afford to lose no more. Lost cars, houses, money, just morals, everything. Just lost everything. Just didn't feel the same. Gee, I let that shit go. And ever since then, I just been looking at that shit different. Johnson said, you have to teach them that it's not them. Okay? I'm going to have to heart that one. Period. Because that's what's wrong with a lot of kids nowadays. They see their friends doing shit, or they see their favorite TV character on Facebook, or on TV, and then they feel like the shit that they doing, they can do, or the way that they act, they can act. Tara said, you know I love you, girl. Miss you so much. Oh, Tara, I love you and miss you so much more. And I love the woman you became. The kids are so beautiful. Johnson said gay literally means happy. If you're judging, that means you're not happy with your sexuality. I like pussy time from time, but I love dick. Girl, Greta, get the fuck out. Looking at a card you Greta again. Girl, Greta, why would you say that on my live? I am dead. Talking about I like pussy. Girl, Greta, gone. Cause I like it too from time to time. I like it when I'm kind of drunk. When I'm kind of drunk, I kind of like it. I kind of like it when I'm drunk. At first, when I first started, I didn't like it when I was drunk. I liked it sober. But now I like it when I'm kind of drunk. Definitely in love with the dick, though, because it come with both. Dick, I learned, when you got pussy just come with pussy. Because I don't use scraps. Because, look, we just changed this to a whole other subject. Y'all, I don't use scraps. So, that's the only thing when it comes to a girl, like, okay, what we doing? That coochie bump and we fingering, and then we didn't gave each other head. Okay, now I want to be penetrated. I want some dick down. So that's why I like these. Just like what? It's been like what, 2 years I've been with a man? No, it ain't been 2 years. It ain't been a whole 2 years. It's been like a year and a half since I've been with a man, and yeah, I've been enjoying it because I get the dick in the head. So. And then sometimes, like, if you pick the right man, like, they'll just only eat your coochie if you don't want the dick. So, you can, I learned that you can run across them type of men, too. They understand that you used to be with a girl and that you only like head. So, they adapt to the life that you bring. So, okay. Latika Carter. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I think it's Latika. It looked like it's pronounced like my sister Shireen middle name. She said people not teaching their kids about the Bible and telling them the truth about how God feels. It's so sad. Now I'm gonna say this. I can't say I'm not teaching my kids about the Bible because my kids are like my daughter 2, then my son 10 months. So I can't say I'm not teaching my kids about the Bible. But And then I can't say I didn't grow up learning about the Bible, because my cousin Chris Daddy Charlie was a pastor. We used to go to his church all the time. But as I got older, I didn't keep going to church and shit like that. Only time I go to church is like for funerals, to be honest. And if I ever get invited to a wedding, I go for a wedding. But we don't really go to church anymore. I said I need to start picking back up on church and shit like that, especially with me having a son. Y'all, it's so scary. Like, I don't know why these thoughts always cross my mind. Like, y'all, it's so scary having a boy. Like, with my daughter, everything was okay. I was just fine. I was happy. I'm being parents, and it's not that hard. All I have to worry about is her being bad, her being, like, going out fighting and shit like I was. That was my only fear. It's like now with my son, I'm just so scared. Like, I don't want nobody to touch my baby. I don't want my baby to touch nobody. Like, I don't know, y'all. That shit's so scary. Being gay is so scary. I don't want my son to get introduced to it at all. Like, I don't want him to have to experience it. I don't want him to have to come home and tell me, like, Ma, is a boy messing with me because he like me. None of that. I don't want to have to go through that. Like, and he's so yellow. He's so cute. I don't want my son to experience nothing like that. I don't even know what I'd do if my son come out and tell me that he's gay. Like, and it's not that I wouldn't accept it. It's just like, it'll make me sit back and think like, damn, I know I'm going to try so hard to make sure that he don't go that route. So if he ever do, y'all, I'm telling you, it's just going to crush me. Like, whew, it's just the thought. She said, okay, Jelena said, I will be okay with that because that's the kind of human they are attracted to. I will treat my child like they have their own lives. It's not my life to control. I just have to be there. And some people want to control their children because it's just the way they were brought up. Never really had a mind of their own. Yeah, that's true, Jelena, that's true. And like, that's why I said, like, I feel like that's how a lot of people feel about me. Like, a lot of people feel like I'm just going off of what my mama taught me and how I was raised and shit like that. But to be honest, I feel like we had options. First off, I'm the youngest out of 5 kids. So, and my oldest sibling is 6 years older than me. So, I'm far from dumb, and I was taught by a lot of people, not just a mother, because we didn't have a father figure. But I got an older sister who's fucking smart as fuck. So being dumb, she was never gonna let me cross that road. Then I got an older brother who's smart as fuck, but just make bad decisions. But being dumb, he wasn't gonna never let me cross that road. Then it comes my sister, Miracle, just her own route. But me and Miracle grew up together. Like, she was the one that was close to my age, that was a girl. Like, okay, mama gonna see me out with Miracle. She ain't gonna see me with Quan because Quan come after Miracle. And Quan the money getter. So it's like, it's so many different of us. And I don't know, I had a lot of people to think and learn off, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just not following what my mama taught me or how we was raised. I had different options to choose from. I was able to see this life and able to see that life, and I just chose to stick to this one because I felt like the way that my mama was bringing us up, she was bringing us up the right way. Now that I'm older, I understand everything she said to me. I understand all the reasons why we got in trouble. I understand all the shit that she did to us, like taking shit away, beating our ass, and you not gonna get nothing for Christmas. Gee, I understand all of that shit now that I'm older. So that's the reason why I feel like taking it that route is the right route to do it. Johnson said, that's why pussy is just pussy if you don't know what you're doing with it. Period. It's not nothing to me. It's not nothing to care about. It's to me, pussy is just something to do when you a girl. And it ain't nothing to keep doing. Hey, cousin. She said, what you mean like in the other sex? LOL, you meant the same sex, cousin. Yes, cousin. Yes, cousin. I was so fucking high, I had to put the blunt out. Cause look, yes, but like in the same sex. Johnson said, teach him. That's all you have to do. Men are naturally attracted to a pussy. Gay men don't know that. Period. And that's why I said that, like, that's how I know, like, to me personally, I feel like if a man come out gay, something happened. Okay, she said, I mean, Precious, being a parent definitely comes with so many fears. These are babies. These are babies. We should want to protect them because this world is cruel. I just want to love and protect my kids forever. Period, Precious. I swear, like, when it comes to your child, you just, it's not that you trying to control their life. It's just that you want the best for them, and you don't want them to have to experience the things that you know that's not right to experience. And some people may say, like, who is you to say that it's not right for them to experience? But it's just something I don't want them to experience. So I just feel like when this topic is just so strong and it can go for hours, and it's just so scary. Like, I just feel like it's so scary because we all know we can say that it's okay to be what you want to be and be how you want to be, and it's okay for people to come out the closet nowadays and and tell people they're gay. But we all know how dangerous that shit is. Like, we all know what comes with it. We all know what comes behind it. Like, and that's where the fears come. And that's where it come with, like, no, I don't want my child to be that way. From all the fears that come behind it. Even though that's life, but it's like, why make yourself a bigger target when, me personally, being a black man, you already is the biggest target. So being a gay black man, you just made yourself a bigger target. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm kind of sounding controlling, but baby, I gotta hold mine tight. Grandma said you can protect your kids as long as you teach them. It's never too early to start teaching them. Stop letting white people be their first teachers. Period. Okay, Grandma on here snapping. And that's another thing. They too used to being raised by somebody else. That's why you can't really tell them how to dictate their life. That's what's wrong with a lot of kids nowadays. Y'all used to somebody else watching y'all. Y'all mama wasn't there 24/7 and shit like that. Y'all used to, when I go to school, when I get out of school, I'm going to after school program. When I get out of after school program, I'm going to a daycare. Then when I get from my daycare, I'm going home. See, no, we didn't experience shit like that. Grandma said, if you don't want your son to like men, teach him about his dick fatigue. Grandma, you know I am. I'm on top of it. Him and Princess, I'm on their ass. I'm on their ass when it comes to this topic. Because it was like nowadays, like, first off, I just wanted to see how many women was going to say they was okay with it. So I know, because in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I ain't got to teach my son about that shit. Like, he ain't got to worry about it. But no, you have to. Nowadays, it's not like it was back then. My mama didn't have to teach us about that shit because it wasn't that common. But nowadays, you have to teach your child about being gay and being straight, because so many parents are okay with their kids coming out the closet, not asking the reason why, just thinking that it come naturally, and then it's so many. The gay shit is all over social media. It's all over TV. But what's that say? What it say? Boys can be a princess or some shit like that. Mommy. Yes, Princess. Huh? Yeah, why my kids just not waking up? They is sick. Where your brother? Your brother still asleep? Girl, you ain't gotta come back here. I'm coming. Well, you guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Princess Badass that woke up. It's 6 o'clock and you just not waking up. That's how I know you went to sleep probably about 8 or 9 o'clock. Greta talk about some only white boys can be a princess. I'm just saying. I'm dead as fuck. They're the only ones that's gonna look right as well, if you ask me. Yes, sweetie. But I gotta go, y'all.